In this video, I'm going to show you how to load and unload a single kayak on a car's roof rack by yourself. Especially if you've never done it before, loading a kayak on a car's roof rack can be intimidating. Even more so if you're doing it by yourself. Luckily, loading a kayak on a single foldable flat rack is much easier than you would think, especially if you're capable of lifting the boat above your head. But even if you can't, I'm going to show you how to do it without lifting it over your head. If not all, most foldable roof racks provide the option to apply one kayak if folded down, or two kayaks if folded straight up. The only thing your car needs to apply the kayak's racks is the roof racks of your car. If it doesn't have them pre-installed, you can either purchase them separately or find some of the soft roof racks that don't require the crossbars. And if you're wondering what these strings are for the car's roof rack, without these strings, the roof racks make a lot of sound. With them, you can't even hear the roof racks within the car anymore. The kayak roof rack I have is the Field & Stream. So how to do it? First off, you attach both kayak racks centered and aligned with each other on the roof. If it has a center bar, fold it down and secure it. Place both foam blocks within the racks, and most kayak roof racks will come with the foam blocks. Then you place the kayak centered on the roof racks with the front of the kayak aiming towards the car's front. Most kayaks can be transported either upside down or right side up. It's best to check your kayaks, use your manual to be sure, but to be honest, either way works for just about every kayak. I transport mine right side up. Then you tie and fasten one strap on each rack. And make sure to put it through the kayak rack, under the roof rack, back up through the kayak rack, and this is for extra protection. And then you throw the strap on the other side. And the strap on the other side, make sure you attach it to the kayak rack over here as well for added protection. You put the straps through the rack's cradle, below the crossbar, back up the cradle, buckle, and tighten. Once again, the rear side. Lastly, you attach the front hook to the car's front and the rear hook to the trunk. And if you have these rear or front hooks, I have mine already attached to the kayak. I attached it to the kayak previously just because it's easier for me. I just take it, put it through the trunk because sometimes it won't reach. Close the trunk, and that one's secure. Take it. Boom. So loading a kayak is much easier if you have an extra person. But most of the time you don't have that extra person and you're gonna have to do it yourself. The last thing you're gonna wanna do is dread kayaking because of the difficulty from loading a kayak by yourself. As we all know, the loading difficulty depends on how tall or short your vehicle is, how large your kayak is, meaning are you capable of lifting it over your head, and something that's overlooked, which is how much you care whether your car gets scratched or not. I personally don't care, but considering most of you do care about your car getting scratched, I'm gonna show you how to load your kayak if you can't lift it above your head without scratching your car. So here are a few ideas to load your kayak by yourself. The first one is simple. If you can lift your kayak over your head, simply lift it over your head, place it on the racks, and then follow the remainder of the steps by strapping it in. But if you can't lift the kayak over your head and you don't want to scratch your car, You get a towel.
It doesn't really have to be a towel. It can just be a jacket.
Place it on the car near the middle of each rack. Rest the kayak leaning on the towel. Slide the kayak up while rotating the body till it latches on each rack. And if you find that the base of the kayak is slipping on the ground, a doormat or doing it near the grass might do the trick. And the last way is if you can't lift the kayak over your head, but you also don't care if your car is being scratched, you basically do the exact same thing, just without the towel. Now I'm going to show you how to unload a kayak by yourself. First, you remove the front and rear hooks. Then you remove all of the straps. Next, you slide the rear off and gently lie it down on the ground. Next, you take the kayak body or front from resting on your car and maneuver it to the ground. Lastly, you put both foam blocks and all of the straps within the vehicle, because if you lose them, you're screwed. So that's how you load and unload a kayak by yourself. Those are some of the ideas depending on your situation. I really hope this video helped. This channel is all about adventure, hiking, traveling, and everything that's related to living in real life rather than staring at your phone aimlessly all day. And if you like to live in real life, check out the shirts in the link below. Subscribe to this channel and have a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching.